So, Baps, you've signed a new contract with the club. You must be pleased to have managed to get that done.
Yeah, delighted. It was pretty straightforward, really. Obviously, with knowing the gaffer and obviously this year how last year went. So yeah, I'm obviously delighted and looking forward to a new challenge in League One.
Just talk to us about last season, because it turned out to be a really, really memorable and successful one, didn't it?
Yeah, pretty stressful, I'd say, to say the least. Obviously, like I said, like we've said before, we gave the league really a 25 game head start, and there was never a time in the season where it was actually enjoyable. Because obviously with the start of the year and where we was in the league and the position obviously where we found ourselves in, and then obviously playing catch up, and every game was like there was quite a few games during that run which were like 6-point swings, obviously with teams where we was in the middle of the table trying to climb up, and there were teams around us, and like I said, it was like there were massive games that were 6-point swings, and then obviously the Exeter game again, and then obviously with Morecambe winning, and then obviously the Crawley game. So it was hard work, but we got the job done, and that's the main thing.
For the first time in probably quite a few years now, it seems like the club is really moving in the right direction. Is that how it feels to you?
Oh, 1,000,000%. I think obviously there's been a lot of changes, and you could sense that from the start of the year. From January, the players that we signed. The massive credit goes to the board and obviously the recruitment side of it, and the players that we got in. Obviously, they were phenomenal, and like I said, from January onwards, you can see that, and you can feel it around the club as well. That's the main thing. Everybody's enjoying coming to work and that, and like I said, the club's turned. Like I said, from January, the club turned. We felt like the club turned the corner, and obviously results on the pitch as well justified that. So, but if we'd have stayed in League Two, obviously it'd have been heartbreaking for everyone. But like you say, the main thing is that the club as a structure is going in the right direction now, after obviously so many years of things that have been happening. So that's the most important thing. And like I said, with the ownership and with the management staff, there's only one way this club's going, and that's up.
Motion on the final day of the season at Crawley Town. What was that day like to be a part of?
Oh, it was fantastic. I felt like that's the best we've played all season. I think even with 11 men, I don't think it would have been. I think it would have been irrelevant. We battered them the first 20. I can't remember when he got sent off. We'll say half an hour. The first half an hour, we were 2-0 up, and we were playing. We were playing our best stuff. Every time we went forward, we looked like we was going to score. And like I said, it was definitely our best performance of the season, regardless of the 10 men. And obviously to have him sent off, and then for us to score straight after half time, you could kind of like have a sigh of relief. And like I said, but it was deserved, for what we've been through as a whole this year. And it was nice, the last 10 minutes, obviously we're 4-0 up and they're down to 10 men. It was nice to just maybe take our foot off the gas a little bit and just, like I said, just revel in what happened and, and what we've achieved and that. And then obviously the final whistle was fantastic. And then coming back, and like I said, it was a memorable few days.
Yeah, how much have you enjoyed the last few weeks, perhaps?
What, being off?
Yeah, just sort of taking in the success really, and being off. Yeah.
Yeah, it's been good. I mean, like I said, this season it's been one of the hardest, one of the most rewarding. So it's been good to just get away from football. That's what I try and do. Obviously I stay in shape. I like going to the gym and that, but I completely switch off from football for like a few weeks, because you just obviously, because I played most of the season as well, and like I said, with obviously how the season transpired, I just like to get away from football, and like you say, I just you take everything in of what we've done, and like it's good to just have a break and stuff like that. So that's what I've been doing. But I'm really looking forward to obviously this start of next season, because we've got a good challenge. We've got a good squad, and you know, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really excited to the challenge. So, yeah, from end of the season to the end of May, I just switch off, and then obviously 1st of June we go back again.
Yeah, well deserved, because it's relentless, isn't it? Football, when you're playing Tuesday, Saturday, and obviously you've got promotion at the end of it. What was it like, perhaps, at Crawley, to be able to celebrate promotion with two men that you've known a long time, that you've got a lot of respect for, Matt Jilton and Ian Evatt?
Oh, yeah, like I said, it's up there with one of my best achievements. You know, I've known them both for so long, and like he was the first person I hugged, Gillo, and like you say, you know, obviously, you know, with obviously the gaffer as well. You know, I'm really close to him, and I you know, obviously, I could sense I'm not close to him as we used to be. Obviously, we have that player coach relationship now, but I could sense, obviously, you know, at the start of the season, obviously, you know, what you know, what he was going through, obviously, with the results not going our way, and obviously he's stuck in there, as we all did. And like I said, to see them two, because obviously I know I'm coming to the end of my career, and you know, you want to see your friends do well in whatever they you know, whatever they, you know, just transpire to do, and to see them do well. And obviously this Gillo's obviously a player, but he's starting his coaching journey as well, and obviously the gaffer as well. To be at such a massive club and to get promotion, like I said, after what they've been through at the beginning of the season, there was nothing more satisfying than that, than them to watching them to get success.
Just a word, Baps, on how good a job the manager has done so far, and how much belief you have in him to continue to take this club forward.
I have every confidence. You know, even more, like I said, you know what, and massive credit goes out to the owners as well. You know, they stuck by him. You know, he's fantastic. He learned from what wasn't working. You know, we had major success with the formation at Barrow, and he was man enough to admit that it wasn't working here, and he changed it. He changed it up. He got great, fantastic players in January to play that they wanted to play the new formation that he wanted to play. And you've seen the success that we had. I don't know the actual run that we went on, but you know, it was absolutely phenomenal. You know, the last obviously half of the season, and like I said, the infrastructure now with the owners and the management staff, you know, it's only gonna fly up. And like you say, it's, you know, it's all down to them. You know, or above the players and that. And like I said, he's fantastic. He's a fantastic manager. I wouldn't have thought that when we were playing that he'd go into management, but you know, you've seen the job he's done at Barrow and now here. You know, it's fantastic, and it's fantastic for Bolton to have such a young, good manager coming through.
Pre-season is about a month away, Baps, and a lot of players say that it's not normally an enjoyable time with all the running and all the fitness work you've got to do, but I'd imagine it's that little bit more enjoyable when you're coming in, all the lads are coming back in after you've been promoted. Yeah,
you know, obviously you look at when the fixtures come out, you know, it's another good day, you know, who we play in, and obviously, you know, we're part, you know, there's some massive clubs here, and Bolton are definitely part of that, with the, you know, the size of the club and the fan base. So we'll be on everyone's scout list as well. Like, you know, when we got Bolton and that at their ground, because obviously our ground's fantastic and our pitches are carpet and that. And like you say, it's not enjoyable, the running, but it's something that you've got to get your head around. You know, you're in this job to get fit, to play football, so that's what you've got to do. You get paid unbelievable wage, you know, to do that. There's people that not so lucky, so you get your head around that. And like I say, you just go to work and just put the hard yards in, because you know, we was one of the fixed teams in the league. You know, towards the end of games, you know, we'd be up there, you know, flying, and you could see people, see teams, you know, withering under the pressure. So like I said, it's, you know, you get just rewards for what you put in. So, you know, we'll be putting the hard work in, and like you say, after getting promoted and that, the lads will be buzzing, you know, the staff will be buzzing, and yeah, it'll be a really good time coming back to see everyone as well. You know, obviously because of COVID and that, it's hard. You know, you don't really get to be around the lads and that. We had a good meal on the Monday, but you know, everyone goes a separate way. So it'll be good to see everyone again, and then, like I say, go back to work.
I think this is probably your 19th or 20th pre-season Baps in the game.
Yeah, it was 19. I counted yesterday.
Yeah, 19. How are you feeling coming into it?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling okay. I'm obviously the thing with getting older is you can't really stop. So I had to have an injection in my knee the other day. But like I said, I haven't really stopped. I'm in the gym I'm running once every 2 days. Obviously if I was 24, 25, I wouldn't be doing anything until, you know, the start of June. But like I said, as you get older, you just can't really stop, you know. So like I said, I've been running, and I'll still be middle to the back of the group, but but no, it's just, you know, it's the mental side as well. As you get older, you know, if you know you want to do it, you know, there's days where obviously it's raining and that, and you know you don't want to do it, and like I said, it's more mental than anything, more than physical. But I'm enjoying the mental side of it. It'd be nice to get back to work. I'm looking forward to pre-season, because it's hard. It's obviously hard running on your own, doing stuff on your own. So, but no, I'm feeling okay. The body's feeling okay. My knee's all right now. So yeah, no, it's just getting ready to go back to football and to start again.
Obviously, you've played at the top Baps. You've played in the Premier League, and a player who looks like he could kick on and continue to climb and progress is Ricardo Almeida Santos, your centre-back partner for the majority of the season. He won the Player of the Year and the Players' Player of the Year. Just a word on him, how good he's been and how much you've seen him develop. Yeah,
and it's obviously well deserved. I think I've gone on record numerous times saying that he was the best player in this league by a mile. I don't see any weaknesses in his game regarding obviously going higher, you know, Championship, Premiership level. You know, he's been fantastic all season, and it's really pleasing for me. I'm really, you know, I've really enjoyed playing with him and seeing him grow as a person and as a, you know, as a football player. He's got all the attributes you want as a centre half, and like obviously if he adds a few more, adds goals to his game in the other box, but you know, in our box, he's got all the attributes. He's got every, you know, and I'm so happy for him, you know, personally, to see him do so well. You know, where he's come from. You know, he's told me stories about, you know, stuff, and we're quite close in that sense. And like I said, to see where he's come from, obviously he's got, and his family as well. You know, to see he's got a little boy, and you know, obviously to see him do so well for his family, and that, you know, I'm so happy for him.
I'm sure it'll have been a difficult season in the sense of playing in front of no fans, but I think there's about 5,500 season tickets sold already, Baps. So you must be very much looking forward to seeing the stands full next season.
Yeah, definitely. It's going to be weird, you know. Obviously, when we first the first game, it was against Forest Green, and you got looking around and there's no fans there. You think, oh my gosh, it was. And then obviously you get used to playing in front of no fans, and then when when the fans come back, it's going to be, you know, completely weird. But like you say, you know, there was games like the Exeter game. I don't think we'd have lost that one. You know, the players we were nervous during the second half, and the fans would have given us an extra lift. Do you know what I mean? If there's obviously half there, it's going to be fantastic. And like I say, it's going to be weird getting used to it. You know, the first few games and that. But like you say, especially at our home ground, you know, if we fill that stadium, you know, like I said, it makes such a massive difference in games, pivotal games where, you know, it might be on the edge, and you know, that home fan base, you know, can definitely take you over the top. You look at Liverpool; when they play with fans, you know, they're obviously better than when they weren't at Anfield. So yeah, it's a massive difference. And like you say, we're all looking forward to it, and hopefully getting back to normal. And like you say, you know, hopefully making our ground a fortress for League One teams to come to.